Hello and welcome everybody to the How to Solo the Radiation Rumble event guide. Do keep in mind that even though I did solo it and this will get you to solo it, this doesn't actually guarantee you that you will get maximum progress with it. So, there is 4 bars of progress that you can have based on how much materials you gather from the event, so the radioactive ore, I think. But you can keep all of the scavengers alive with this method, which is gonna give you other progress that is nice to have by the end, because the more scavengers that are kept alive, the better the rewards are gonna be. And firstly, let's jump into the actual setup, because there's gonna be 3 ways you can set yourself up for this event. One is the power armor, of course, because power armors have a built-in immense radioactive resistance. The hazmat suit, and do keep in mind that you'll need the normal one with the 1000 radiation resistance and not the broken one, because that only has 500, which is definitely noticeable in this playthrough. Or which you can use is also the Chinese stealth suit and armor, because these actually give you probably the best setups, 1000 resistance and damage and energy resistance, which is really nice. When it comes to perks, however, there is a few that you need to keep in mind. Of course, have spec'd into at least one weapon. This time I chose shotguns and automatic rifles, as well as some bloody mess to further improve my damage. But the best damage to use is the glow sight, because all of the ghouls in here are glowing ones, and this will let you deal 60% more damage to them, which is immense. You will definitely notice that a lot. And if you want to reduce the damage that they do to you, then use blocker, because they can just swing at you, but this will actually decrease their damage by 45% at rank 3. I had it on rank 1, that was enough for me, because if you are doing this correctly, then they won't even be able to hit you much. Next up, the endurance is gonna be... I recommend using ghoulish, because you're gonna have a lot of red even if you have the radiation resistance suits on. And this will help you regenerate some health at least, which is definitely useful. Then do get yourself Lone Wanderer as high rank as possible, because it will give you additional damage resistance, damage reduction rather, and AP regeneration, which is very, very useful in here. Same idea, get Action Boy for AP regeneration, and if you're not using power armor, then get Marathoner, and that's why the hazmat suit and the Chinese stealth suit is really that viable. And last but not least, this is the most important fact, the Enforcer. Because yes, you will need to get yourself a combat shotgun, that is the one that I recommend. Pump action shotgun can work, but the combat shotgun with the drum magazine is the best option that you have, because that will have 12 bullets in a clip, and this is what you need to actually breeze through the event without much of a hassle. So, why you need this, you might ask? Well, once you actually see the ghouls, they're gonna spawn at the bottom of these little pits down here. You have to aim at their legs, both of them, and cripple both. You will know that you crippled both of them because they're gonna fall down to the ground and they won't be able to move at all. Even if time passes, they won't actually regain their abilities to move again. And why you need this is because not only ghouls on the ground can't attack your scavengers, they also cannot trigger more respawns. Because if you kill a ghoul, then another one will respawn in its place very, very soon. But if they just go down crippled and they don't actually die, that won't trigger another respawn. So you can basically just have like 6 or 8 ghouls around the map crippled, and there's gonna be no more ghouls spawning whatsoever. That's just gonna cap the limit of the ghouls that can spawn in the event, and you can just breeze through the event collecting materials without having to worry about your scavengers dying. Now do keep in mind that you need to run through this pit if your radiation is too high, because this is constantly on. You don't need to actually press any buttons or anything. And once you have collected enough ores, I think it's like 20 or 25 for the level 1, which is needed, of course, for the actual completion of the event. But even if you collect enough, don't chuck it into this pit as soon as you get it, because every time you do so, a new wave of enemies will spawn, and you don't want that. So what I suggest you do is to gather as much ore as you can in a single bulk, and then once you see that the event is about to end, so like 1 minute left, say, then chuck into the materials into this pit, and then focus completely on just defending the alive or left alive scavengers. See, I shot the scavenger. You don't want to do that. Okay. The turret is not down yet. The scavengers aren't completely helpless. You can actually go about your job quite a bit. You do need to come back and check on them from time to time, of course, but they are not gonna just die instantly once you leave them behind. So yeah, that's something. As you can see, they barely lost any health yet. The ghouls usually focus primarily on the turrets, so you can actually repair the turrets if you want them to distract the ghouls. They're actually better for that and not for actually killing the ghouls. Okay, that's another pit completed. By the way, these radiation... Oh, okay, now they are losing health. These radiation pits actually do replenish over time, so... Okay, that one is down the ground. That's good. That one is down the ground too. They will kill them eventually, of course, but you got some time until that comes. Oh, there's one. That's legendary. How did you not... Okay, there we go. Okay, that should be alright, and that's another one. There we go. Okay, now you got a bit more leeway, and there is one down here. That's useful. By the way, you need to just hurry up with the collection, because once you actually collect all of this stuff, the event will automatically end, even if your collectors die afterwards. So just focus on actually collecting as much as you can. I lost count where I'm at the collection, by the way, but doesn't really matter. I'm doing alright so far. He's still down there, which is good. You need to get them down as far away from the guys as possible, because then they won't actually kill them. Let's repair this turret so that they get distracted. Oh. Okay, there you go, that's down. Cool. Okay, which way are we going next? I'm guessing this way. I don't think I have been in this way yet. Yep, this is the new chamber. They are getting some damage, but it's nothing too major. You can lose a few and still be able to complete the event, of course, as you know, but of course the reverse will be a bit worse, but I think you can still get the radiation battle plan. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna try to... Okay, so they actually heal themselves back a bit as well, which is also nice. Now we just have to wait for the ores to replenish, because I don't think I have enough for 40 yet. Then again, I haven't been counting, so... There we go. Where are they shooting at? Oh, here, okay. You can be occupied with that one all you want, I don't really care. See, that's why it's good. The ghouls actually don't... Oh. There we go. I think this is the... Yeah, there are already a few replenished there, so that's good. Let's take another jab in this direction. Haven't replenished here. That's a red roach? Okay, I don't know what red roaches are doing there, but whatever. Okay, 3. Oh, that one just replenished. 4. In later waves, some death claws are gonna come as well, and those are more problematic, but you can cripple them the same way. This is why it's so useful. You can just cripple them and let the other folk finish them off. This is the best idea that you can have in this run. You definitely need that. See, that guy is still down. That's useful. Oh, there is one new one down. There we go. Let's take a quick dip. They're still shooting at the one in the middle, that's fine. Are there any more ghouls spawning here? Does not look like it, so let's take another hike for collecting some ore. There is some new. Not any more here. There is some there though. No more here though. Alright, we are doing alright, as you can see. We still got plenty of health for every one of the scavengers. The ghouls are flowing in slowly but steadily, you know, it's nothing overwhelming. We can definitely deal with them. Oh. Okay, that one is down. Cool. That one is still being shot at. That's marvelous. I crippled him at the perfect spot. Great, okay. Which direction are we going now? This direction. I think this is gonna be the last run that I do, because I think I have enough ores now. And I'm almost out of time as well, so it should to be expected. But yeah, look at that. Quite a convincing result, as I was, if I do say so myself. Okay, no more ores here. That's good. Oh, there's one there. Oh, there is some ghouls up there. Oh, can you... There we go. And let's just submit these into the pit. Okay, I got 51. And now a wave is gonna come, so we need to be prepared for that one. That guy is down. Oh, the snellygasters are coming in, that's not good. Okay, let's hurry up. I think you can actually complete the event with only level 2 as well. I'm not sure, but then you have to, of course, survive all the time. Okay, let's just fall back and defend the guys. I think that's what I'm gonna focus on for the last 1.5 minutes. Okay, these guys can stay here, that's all fine. Yep, not an issue here. Cool. Why are you screaming? Okay, I think we are pretty much safe now. I'm just gonna let the time pass. And I might help in with some of the other nuisances. There is a floaters, those are trouble. You don't want those to get close to the guys there. Of course it regenerated. Oh. Yep, these are the troublesome ones. Oh god damn it, there are a lot of them. Okay, Tesla rifle out. There we go. And there we go, completed the event solo. So yeah, as you could see, I could complete the event on rank 2. I'm pretty sure I could get rank 3, because I think at 60 you'll actually get rank 3. If I got a bit luckier, but I got a bit scared to lose scavengers, so I rather just went back and defended them for a bit longer than I should have. Also, my aim isn't the best. You know, if you have something like concentrated fire, then that you can definitely improve the chances of hitting the ghouls' legs, if you can aim at them. But yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty satisfied with the outcomes. I managed to get all of the scavengers saved, as well as getting myself enough to complete the event. And as you saw, I actually got 4 treasury notes, which is really nice. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed and found it helpful. Tell me how you did in the event with these tips, and I'll see you in the next guide. Goodbye, guys.